Kim Porter.
Hey y'all, late. I'm so late. I'm sorry. Got my grandson. I'm sorry. But we here. It's a lot. It's a lot. Hey Alberta. Hey Harlem. Hey Montana. My core group, Diddy. Like Diddy say, my core group. What's up, y'all? Sorry I'm late. Welcome in. Come on, hit the like, subscribe, become a member. Let's talk about it. Bert. Bert. She was first tonight, the first one in. Listen, y'all, we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of our opinions. We got to talk about it. I cannot wait to hear from you, Montana. The verdict is read. Bail is denied. 31 to 53 months is what he's looking at. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Let's talk about it. I don't know that he'll get all that time. I really thought he was going to get released today. I really thought they was going to let him out today on that $1 million bond request. So anyway, 3 out of 5 not guilties. And everybody still here? It just went blank on me. We ain't even having a storm today. All right, y'all. So listen, the courtroom was crazy. The courthouse inside and out was crazy. Yep, it just it just flashed out on me. I don't know what happened, but I'm back. So let's just start. Let's just jump right in. I got to get this link to y'all. Did we get it? There we go. All right. Something's acting crazy with my internet. But there's the link. Come on up. Let's talk about it. Let's jump right in. It's a little late, so, but I wanna get into it. First things, as we was, this whole 7 weeks, we kind of been back and forth, not Montana so much. So shout out to you, Montana. He never kind of wavered, but I was just struggling getting there. Like I really struggled all the way up into the closing arguments that I struggled with. Why are we not doing this? This needs to be a little stronger. I don't see a RICO yet. Why are we not doing? Oh, the closing arguments is here. I see a RICO. Like maybe we got something going on here. And then last night when we talked, I got a little bit in my feelings. Like I don't want really nothing to happen to him because his kids. It's all about his kids and his mama. So I don't want nothing to go bad with him like that, So last night before, we ended, I just really said that I would not be shocked either way it goes because of the simple fact I thought that the jurors would be like us, back and forth, confused at some points on both sides, from the defense and from the prosecution. I thought, that they're going to struggle coming to getting all 12 people to get on board. And they did a tiny bit. But last night I was like, okay, this could mean anything. The second, third, fourth, and fifth verdict is in. It could mean anything. It can mean that they're all guilty and they probably won't. Since they're hung on the RICO, they probably will be not guilty. But in fact, I was totally wrong, but totally not shocked because I said anything could happen. When the verdict was read, I was like, okay, count one, not guilty, like we thought. But then I started thinking we was going to just see guilty, 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 and it wasn't. So kudos to Diddy and his team because he has a fantastic team, fantastic legal team. So we can't take that from him. And while they did do they did their thing. Am I froze, y'all?
No, you're not froze.
Okay, she was saying I'm froze. Okay. While the team did their thing, I thought the prosecution at points did really good, but then I was like, they're failing him. Like, we need more. Bring us more. And so I want to hear from y'all. Like, what do y'all think about the verdict? Did you guys think that even after the verdict that the judge was going to go back and say, okay, well, for the $1 million, we'll let you out. These are the stipulations. Or did you just know he's not getting out? He's going to jail. And they're offering, well, I guess it carries 31 to 30 to 51, 31 to 53 months or something like that. Do you think it, but he could walk away with probation. What are your thoughts? Whoever want to go first.
Well, I'm gonna say this right here. That prosecution, they wish they could have had that mistrial because now it have bought them more time to get them what they really wanted on.
Mm-hmm.
But with that judge denied bond, that shows you that judge gonna give him something. Cause why not? If the man,
go ahead.
if the man sat there and beat all that stuff, right? Why
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't you let him go home for the 4th of July? Because what he guilty of ain't violent, so he's not going to be a threat to the community.
Yeah. So now I'm there, Montana. So since it is not guilty, that means that you can't. He's not guilty of those things, right? That's what
Right.
a panel of 12 people said, and they all got on the same page. I thought that he was really, because at the end when he said, okay, I need y'all to all submit by 1:00 what your reasons he should or shouldn't go be released, and then come back at 5. And before he did that, he said, I know you don't want to go back over there, to Diddy. And Diddy was like, no, I don't want to go back over there. And so that right there, I was like, he's probably gonna let him out. He's gonna go ahead and take the $1 million. Did he leave? I'm sorry, y'all. Trying to see my grandson on. Go ahead and take the $1 million bond and let him out. Put it even on an ankle monitor to Star Island, right? I thought that was what I really thought he was going to go home. But he also said, though, Montana, he said, while we're doing this, since in the beginning they denied his bond several times, I'm not going to flip that. Like, I'm not going to mess with that. He's going to stay in here. But that doesn't say, or that's not determined. My decision on sentencing is not determined on what we're doing here today.
So it might be a good, well, just like I said, it might be a good thing that, even though everybody mad that his bond got denied, but at the end of the day, it might work out for his good, because when he do get sentenced, he can get time served.
Yeah. So even if, say, he got like 30 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
He could still, he could walk away with time served, especially if they're not going to do the sentencing till October. He'll get out, right? He's not going to do a whole bunch of time. And Montana, y'all called it. Even Harlem said, I can see him getting like 10 years. Like, I don't think he'll get the whole time, but he's going to get something. So we weren't so far off, but I just really thought he was going to go. But I just, by him saying, just don't take it that I'm going to determine my sentence off of what we're saying here today. What we're saying here today is that since they have denied you bail this whole time, we're going to leave it like that. They're saying that he's dangerous. They're saying that he witnessed tampers. They say he'll go off at the drop of the dime. We're going to keep him in here. But on October, he said, and even though we got it set for October, I'm even willing to do this, make it speedy, so that you don't have to sit till October. So he's saying some things that make you think he's not going to give him the max 53 months, right?
I think he'll get time served.
I think he'll get time served. That's right.
Or if
That's
he do, or if he do get a couple of months, with the time cert that he do have, if he get an extra couple of months, it'll be on home confinement on the ankle monitor.
Yep. I don't think that as sentencing they're gonna. I don't think he'll stay. I think that's when he'll walk.
Because you one thing about that is with the high caliber attorneys that he got and the money they get paid, they not gonna let that happen.
Right.
Cause you can always say you could when you got those type of attorneys, you could dare near say you in good hands, like Allstate.
Yeah. And then I have to. So then I also have to say this as well. I was in the dead middle because I couldn't really get with the prosecution 100%. The defense did really good, but sometimes I was like, oh, they just failed him royally, right? I believe that Diddy has done most of the stuff that was alleged. Like
Yeah.
we saw that. We saw the text messages. We saw we heard the voicemails. They saw the tape. So I'm not saying that he's not guilty. But what I am saying, STL, welcome back. What I am saying is that a jury of 12 people has found him not guilty on 3 of the 5 charges, and one of them being the biggest charge. So at this point, it is what it is.
Listen, that his attorneys, they deserve every dollar he paid them.
Yeah.
When I told you about when you were talking about you disagree with their closing argument, his attorney did. I said it wasn't necessary.
Yes, let's talk about that. I was wanting to talk about that. So a lot of people, including me, was like, this is why I said at that point, I said I was back and forth, but at that point I was like, did they fail him by not bringing any witnesses to the stand? Because why wouldn't they bring at least a witness? And they rested so fast. Was that the right thing to do? But they're the professionals. They knew what they was doing.
Well, he had like 3 or 4 different attorneys.
Ooh.
He had 10.
Yeah, he had more than 3 or 4.
To a 10 where you got 10 attorneys, right? When they're preparing for a trial, all of them meeting together, coming up with a game plan, marking on boards and all that, preparing what we're gonna do, who doing this, who doing that. Everybody got their part, they playing in the trial, and it all worked out. They knew what they was doing.
She left us.
Yeah.
No. I'm back. I had to make sure my grandson was gone. I had to make sure my grandson was gone. But so yeah, listen, $15,000 an hour or whatever he paid them, they worked for that, and they should be proud of the work that they did. They convinced the jury to do their thing, right? I'm not even mad at the prosecution. They did what they said they were going to come to. They did their job, but I just felt like they could have been a little stronger. I felt like where they messed up is putting Jane Doe on there, but they had to bring her. I don't think they could have had the trial without Jane Doe. But I think at the end of Jane Doe's testimony, Jane Doe kind of like flipped the script, and it wasn't really. It wasn't. I don't think it was helpful to the cause.
But if they didn't use Jane and it was just Cassie and Mia, he would have got off on everything, I think.
He would have got off on everything, I think, too. And then Gina has the nerve to surface, right? And say, like, she was on Tasha K and says, because do you think if Gina would have showed up that he would have gotten, it would have been different? It would have been a different outcome?
It may have been.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
And then, but why I'm upset with her, not because she didn't come, but because she got on Tasha K and said what he did to her, right? She was almost in tears. She was in tears about what he did. But then you see her out in Vegas just recently, and I ain't scared. He's not. He's not harming anybody. He's not that whatever she said, right? That's what I was like. Well, then why did you not?
For clout.
Like, who's paying you? Hey, April Showers. Hey. Let me take a real quick minute, Montana, and then you can go. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for coming back. The ones that came back, hit the like button and let's talk about it. The link is in the chat if you guys want to come up. but we're going to do it respectfully, whatever your opinion is. All right, become a member because we got a guest coming tomorrow. We got a guest. Okay, I'm ready. Go ahead, Montana.
I forgot what I was about to say.
I'm sorry, running my mouth.
No, you good.
I wanted to say that I think they did actually call witnesses. They sent them to TMZ because Lala, the
Mhm.
girl's guardian, spoke on TMZ.
He did.
Gina was found by TMZ. So
Just
they sent their witnesses to TMZ.
all out the blue, right? So you could say that. I mean, it looks like that. It looks like that. But they got a method to their madness, and it worked. It worked.
Yeah.
But just like I say, that prosecutor, they upset. You blow the whole life sentence for a couple of months.
For a couple of months. Yeah,
They
it's just
mad or they big
I get
mad.
it. Yeah, they big mad. Listen, the prosecution they went when he said have it back by 1 o'clock. They were ready. Like he's not getting out. That's the least we can get, right? He is not getting out of here today. But you got a letter from Dante. You got a letter from Kathy through her lawyer. Like he shouldn't get out. You know, I just feel like I still feel like the judge was fair on both sides. And I feel like, okay, I can see why we're not gonna just, discombobulate things. We just gonna keep him here. If you want me to speed up sentencing date, submit it to me. We can work out a date. I can do that. So that's fair. But you're gonna go back and if nothing else, he'll be in jail till October. And definitely by October, he's getting his time served, right? By October sentencing, if it lasts that long, he'll walk. That's what I think.
But you got this. But you got to at least say he had one of the best jurors in history.
I'm gonna say that.
Remember, I told you it's gonna be some people out there that was pro-black. They're gonna say, "Man, I ain't about to let him do this."
But how did he get them all to agree? You know what I'm saying? To get on the same page that we're not going to convict this man of a RICO. Or because what I'm thinking is that somebody was saying, no, he's guilty of this. We're not. That's why they were struggling. We can't get on the same page. He is guilty of this. And others were saying, I'm not doing it. He's not guilty of the RICO. I haven't seen the RICO. They haven't showed me the RICO. And it ended up being that it was hung. Like they all said not guilty.
But it's just crazy that they were able to get however many jurors they had to get to agree in
That's
a
it.
matter of an hour. Because
As
they
soon as they
started
got there,
deliberations after 9. By 10 o'clock, they had a verdict.
well, that's why I was thinking last night, y'all gonna let these people go home and simmer on it like they should have been sequestered. They're not. But I knew what I did. I didn't know, but what I did figure is that once they got back, it wasn't going to take them long to get situated. Right? We running out of time. The fourth is here. Let's get this done. Let's get it done. So whoever wasn't on board with whatever said, I'm going to get on board so we can get this over with. I do again. Diddy's guilty of a lot of stuff, but the fact of the matter is, and we can't take it back. He beat the feds. They said the last hip hop artist that beat the feds was Irv Gotti.
Yeah.
They do
Right.
not, when the feds come, they don't play, they come to get you. And he beat a RICO, which R. Kelly couldn't do. Somehow R. Kelly and his team could not pull that off. Was it the jurors? Whatever the reason was, he couldn't pull it off. Diddy's team pulled it off. They convinced him. And it doesn't happen regularly. Like the feds don't lose. They don't come to lose. I don't know. Maybe they shouldn't have had an all-woman prosecution team this time. Maybe they should have threw a little spice out there. I don't know.
But when women prosecutors, they be tough.
They was
They,
tough
they,
though.
they don't show, even on the state level, they don't show no sympathy. They going for your head. Cause
Yeah.
they feel like they underrated in the world because they think, men, everybody give all the power to the men, so they always feel like they got something to prove.
Mm-hmm. STL views, right? Okay, right. And Jane too. Now, I could see them saying Jane, but I feel like Cassie was in the beginning, but it turned all bad, and she was just over it. She was just over it. I feel like they kind of yeah. I don't know. People will say a lot, but I feel like Cassie really wanted to go get away. She was trying to get away at some point in the beginning. She was with it. Listen, she was what? Young, 19, 20, young, 17. I don't know. She was so young. But they were saying, but yeah, but Cassie also was a model at starting at 13. She was groomed before she even met Diddy. Where was her parents? I don't know. It's a lot.
So I was just talking to my partner earlier, right? All right. So what he was guilty of, what the two counts of what?
Say that again.
What he was found guilty of the two counts of what?
What was he found guilty on? He was found
Yeah.
guilty on RICO, and he was found guilty of transporting for prostitution.
So I was just telling my partner earlier, we were just talking earlier,
Uh-huh.
and when you watch Cops on TV, right? The TV show Cops, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have women that get arrested for prostituting, right? They even have stings they set up where the police set up where they try to, as soon as they exchange the money, they surround the car. All right, you got women that's being convicted 3, 4, 5 times of the same thing and get out on bond
Mm-hmm.
and don't get no time. So I don't see him doing it
Mm-hmm.
because after so many offenses, it's considered a felony.
Yep. Right. She said, "Do you think?" Or you asking me? Do you think she was his?
Just like the
So
same thing with domestic violence. The first one is a misdemeanor, and I think the second or the third would become a felony.
mm-hmm. So to answer his or her STL's question, do I think she was his that I I don't think that she was that. I don't think she ever intended to be that. I think he put her in a position where she felt like she was. That's what they do. That's what prostitutions do, right? So
Mhm.
no, I don't see her as that. I feel like he set her up to be that.
And then
Or
you get some states where prostitution is legal, like Las Vegas, like Nevada, Las Vegas, city of Las Vegas. They prostitution is legal there. So I don't see him getting. I could see him walking out with the time served.
And see, I had listened to Judge Mathis and a couple of lawyers earlier on different channels, and they were saying that they didn't understand why he wasn't given a bond because of the low sentencing that he would receive, that he actually was eligible for it.
So with me, just like I said, you got Las Vegas where prostitution is legal. So I don't see that him getting no time. He'll walk away.
what did Judge Mathis say, Harlem?
Judge Mathis was saying he didn't understand why he didn't get a bond.
Oh yeah. I
And he
clearly
wasn't the only one. It was some lawyers that I heard on different channels.
me from listening to everybody, everybody was, if anything was shocked, the shocker today was that he didn't get released on bond. And
But
I'm
the,
like, I listened to several attorneys that said at that point, the jury has proven him not guilty of the biggest crimes. These two are not as big that they should at least give him a bond and let him go home today. And because he what like that was like they were floored that these are attorneys that he did not go home today.
hey Harlem,
Yes.
you all right? You listen to Judge Mathis. So what did Judge Maybelline and Judge Judy say?
Oh, I ain't listen to them because Judge Mathis and his son, they have a
Podcast.
podcast that they just started.
Mhm.
What about Judge Joe Brown?
Oh,
He
I
has.
don't know. I would have to go find him.
Hmm. He being funny. She being funny.
I ain't messing with him.
Yeah, Harlem didn't even feed into it. She didn't even feed into it.
That's
She's
what
like,
made me mad
no, we ain't
that she
doing that
did.
tonight.
That's what made me mad that she did.
Yeah, she ain't. She didn't even do it. She didn't
Look,
offer it. So you guys,
because
thank you. Go
Judge
ahead.
Mathis is calling the months 21 through 27, like the defense is saying. The prosecution is adding on enhancements for that 31 to 61. The enhancement charges for sentencing was for the RICO charges. It wasn't for
I heard
what
that.
he was found guilty
Yes,
of.
yes. I was talking to an attorney who said that. And I was like, this is something the prosecution is trying to push, which is why, hey, beauty is me, which is why the judge, I believe, said, don't think that I'm determining my sentencing, what I'm going to sentence based on what we're saying here today. So judge knows, and I think he'll do the right thing by him, I don't think he'll give him all that time. But you saw his family today. They were all smiles. His publicist spoke, if y'all didn't know that. Nobody was saying nothing. And I think that was the right thing to do. Just don't say nothing the entire time, right? Until you know what you know. And then everybody they said, when they said it, his daughters lit up, which made me feel good for them. His mom lit up. She even talked to the paparazzi today. Like, she talked to them. She stood out and talked to them a good 60 seconds. They were excited about that, right? Like we said, right or wrong, that's his mom. Those are his kids. So that made me feel good. But as I said last night, I won't be shocked at whatever the deal is going to be. And I figured we would get a verdict today. But this is it. This is the end of it. And now we just watch to see what the sentence is. My thing is now, they said that he was a flight risk too. But you can combat that with, he gave up his passport. He gave up his plane is landed in out of state, out of the country. He can't get on the plane. Give him a ankle monitor, set him down at home until and all he can do is come to his court. But the lawyers did ask for him to be able to go between New York and California to take care of his homes and his businesses and stuff, which would have been good for him. But he'll get there. He'll get to do that. But it just wasn't going to be today. It was a big no today. So he took he got a big dub today. He got a big win, but the big L was that everybody thought he was getting out. And he didn't. Did you Harlem think, because Bridget is traveling again, but she hit me up right, because she was always saying, it's not a RICO. This man is not going to get charged for a RICO. And she was like, BFF, what you think about that? So she was pretty excited about him not doing that. She said, but before Judge came back and said no bond, she said, Marvin, he's not getting out. She said, he's not going to get out. He's going to stay and do the little time until sentencing. And it happened. But go ahead.
Yeah, I was surprised that they didn't give him the bond and let him out, because like last night I was saying, I didn't understand why they was having a issue with the RICO if they found him guilty on the other charges. So it was like they had to have found him not guilty for them to be stuck. So when they read the not guilty for RICO, I was like, oh, everything is not guilty. He about to walk out of there.
Right. Do you think that they did it, that they made the right call on the guilty calls? Because that was easy. You can see that. Did you think that was right?
I mean, I guess. I guess so.
I just feel like if you was going to go not guilty on the RICO, just not guilty across the board and just be done. Because we feel like, we have felt like the RICO was presented, right? But if you're going to go there and say not guilty on those three things, just say not guilty across the board. But
everything.
But like y'all said, They're not going to just let him not be just totally be off. He wasn't going to just totally get to walk and be scot-free.
But like you say, he got found not guilty on RICO. He beat the government.
He beat the
Because
government.
that's what they were pushing for. That's what they wanted. That's their thing.
That was their whole thing. That's why whenever they had came back and said they can't get on the same page for it, man, they was fighting for that. No, go back and just say simply yes or simply no. Let's not go into nothing else, no more details. Let's not confuse them anymore. Just go in and say this. Like they wanted him to be found guilty on that RICO. No one beats the RICO like that. Not as easy, right? They're calling Diddy's legal team, calling Mark Garagos the Johnny Cochran. Listen, Johnny Cochran got OJ not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. Go home today. They almost was there. They that kind of team, though. I can't take that from them. I can't take it from them.
You can't really say that because at the end of the day, he is going.
It's true, but like across the board, not guilty. He should have went home today.
A couple of more months ain't gonna hurt him.
That's what he's telling though. They said when he found not guilty, he turned around and he said, "Daddy's coming home to his kids." I was like, y'all know I'm sensitive. I was like, oh. And so that was like so exciting for me at that point. Like, cause I'm like, now he's not guilty on RICO. So y'all might as well let this man go home. He said, "Oh, okay, we got that up."
And then in the county jail, when you in jail, right? And when you get when you go get sentenced, your lawyer can argue that the time that you do counted double since it was hard time.
2 days, two for one.
Yeah.
Yep. Which they don't do that.
Some judges may grant it, and some judges just give you for what you just did.
Yeah, it may not, because you get 2 for 1 when you like a trustee and you gotta earn that.
No, that's for like people. That's for people in there on like little petty charges like child support.
Yeah, that too. That's what I'm saying, like trustee stuff. But
go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But like with you in there for a violent crime, and say for instance you sit in the county for like 2 years, when you go get sentenced, your lawyer can ask, can that 2 years count for 4? Since the county time is the hardest time.
Yeah, it is the hardest time, I think, probably. Bad Bunny, welcome.
But it's up to the judge to grant it, or he can just say no. We'll just count it as 2.
So, yep. For Bad Bunny, I am gonna say 1001. I'm glad for that he gets to keep his assets, his business, his legitimate businesses, and because of his family that depend on him. I don't know if that's selfish of me or whatever, but I really am glad that he's not going to lose everything, even though he had made preparations to lose it if in the fact that he had been found guilty across the board and not ever come home. But I'm just so glad that it didn't happen. Listen, this is what I would say. Like somebody did something and said, now I forget who I was watching. I think maybe you sent it to me, Harlem, and they were saying, so now do men trust women to date women? Because if they do, eventually once they get into this relationship, then if he's a powerful rich man, do he just stop dating because now at any moment they could go file some bogus charges on them and take them for all that they have or whatever? And they was like, just go dating through AI. And I was like, that's crazy, because they are not going to be able to trust women that they'll have true feelings or whatever. That's just a sidebar. I digress. And I forgot what I was going to say about his businesses. So with this said, at this point, how do you guys see him recuperating what he has lost financially, partnerships, collaborations, people that didn't want to mess with him? How does he rebuild? Like, how does he continue to bring in the money and get back to a status where he was? Now, we know this ain't just about Diddy. This was bigger than Diddy. Will the powers that be help him step his game up again? Will they give him opportunities again? Or just, do y'all think people are just not going to do business with Diddy?
I don't think it's that. So you got people out here that still love.
A lot of people, a lot.
Yeah. Just like you got a lot of people out here still love R. Kelly.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Just like you got people out here that love Ray J.
I just put my mic back on mute.
Did y'all hear my homeboy? He was standing 10 toes for Diddy today. Yes, he was. He was like, I told y'all that they had these bogus charges on him. But I remember Ray J at one point was like going in on Diddy. And then somehow after the argument with his boys, he got back on board. But I just had to throw him in there because y'all know that's my
But another thing is, if that do be the case, it still won't stop his money because he could always be a secret owner, you know, a solid owner in different companies.
that will accept him though. They'll still have to know it's him.
I mean, they're not really because he can have his kids to do it or
Oh,
whatever,
okay.
and he
Okay.
behind it.
I guess, Montana, you're right in the sense that, nothing's impossible. And you can't take from him that he is a brilliant businessman. Like he knows how to run to handle his business, the legitimate businesses that he had, and to make them still stand, still be relevant. So you can't take that from him. And I'm sure with all that time on his hand, that I am sure that he has conjured up a plan. He's got something in his back pocket, that he's going to work with, and he's still getting in. But you know what? So with all these civil suits now, y'all, do they go away? Because he could beat him. Like, how does that work with the civil suit?
I don't know if they go away because I know Little Rod, his court date is in August. And Tony Busby has started filing more lawsuits. So I don't know what happens with them.
Would you think Would you think that it would be smart for him to fight him since he got this dub today?
I don't know about that part.
I don't know. That's a good question. Because it's a lot of civil suits just pending. Because you can't. I don't see him just going and paying them all off to go away. Maybe he does. What was you saying? Whatever.
I was going to say, my take from the beginning with this whole Puffy thing is, Puffy to me is a puppet, and he's being controlled by puppet masters. And I didn't think that they were going to let the case go this far to teach him a lesson. So in all actuality, I think that Puffy need to go home and have a seat and let it be. And just enjoy his family.
Yeah. I agree. Did you see Bird what she said? He's a flip-flopper. I'm gonna have to call him up. See what's going on.
That's right, Bird.
No. Well, see, listen. So y'all know he got like some issues, and he don't mean to be like that. Y'all have to like give him a pass, okay? Thank you.
Yesterday he was going to counseling, and today he all Team Puffy.
Listen, and did you see him with the liquor? She was like, Ray, you put the bottle down and get us off live. And so he's like, all right, and kept talking. She was like, no, like we ain't doing this with the public.
So if he ain't gonna listen to his counsel, he ain't gonna listen to you.
He might.
Right.
I want him to.
That man had your head between the washer and the dryer.
It's a fact. It's a fact. It's a fact. But a lot of celebrities have come out, like Lil Boosie, is that his name? He came out and he was like, he's tired of seeing powerful Black men, billionaires be taken down, people of wealth, Black men that are not, we don't have a lot of them, but he's tired of seeing them go down, And so he was pretty much, I guess, glad of the verdict, that the verdict happened the way that it did. But I will also say that these people, and we've said it before, need to be careful how they're moving and shaking out here. Be careful who you have around you. Be careful because you are a powerful man. You do have a lot of money, and people, all they see is dollar signs, and they will do anything at any cost to get money out of you. So you have to be careful and stop being reckless. Don't do reckless things to make, they said Diddy needs to be like Denzel Washington and get him one woman, settle down, and just take care, handle business, and do family. I agree. I agree. Stay out the way because it's gonna be eyes on him from now on. They're gonna watch him because they're so mad that he beat them. They ain't happy about it.
Black men that become billionaires or powerful like that, they ain't gonna want to date no women. They'll stay single. Their money is they wife.
And that's why he's single.
You can't trust nothing these days no more.
Or just stay single and just stay in your lane.
You don't want to look at a woman the wrong way because you scared she'll press charges on you or put some charges on you.
Yeah, it's a fact.
And when if you see a friend that you might see in a store somewhere or on a vacation somewhere, it might say, "Hey, that's you, Randy. I ain't seen you in 10 years." It might want to run up and hug you. Hey, I holding my hands up and got it recorded. You won't get me.
But why did so many celebrities decide to speak today? They've been
That
real quiet.
that was at the courthouse. He was this man that said he had been there every day. He said, and he's pissed off because where were they? Like they were saying nothing. They wouldn't talk. They wouldn't support him. He said, if you was his friends, he said, well, me and my friends, when I go down, we all roll together until the end. It ain't no, stepping back and not effing with me, for whatever reasons. We roll together. And now today you come out. Now today you want to support him and speak up for him. I think that they were scared. I think a lot of them was just like probably thinking, what have I done with him? Like, is there any chance I could be involved in any way? I don't know.
Hey, phases, I can see you at an event, right? And you might say, "Well, hey, Montana, I'm pulling out the phone recording. Hey, this is my friend Phases. We graduated in a class of 1972. I'm just speaking to her. I'm not doing nothing.
It's almost
Gotta
have to
keep
be like
everything, yeah, keep everything on record."
it almost have to be like that now. Cover your butt.
Yeah, because I don't know. Did you see Mims earlier today?
I saw him for a bit.
Because he said he bumped into Timberland, the producer, on the elevator,
Oh,
and
he was there.
he thought he was there to support Diddy, but he was there for his own case. He got his own case going on.
Oh.
I ain't heard about him in years.
I wonder what done happened.
Yeah, but it's just funny that he bumps into him in the elevator on verdict day.
Today. You know what? Also, I really thought that Kanye would show up today too. I'm shocked that he didn't. What did they take from him, Harlem?
Huh?
What did they take from him because of his music?
Kanye, his
Yeah,
visa, he can't go to Australia, I think it was.
because of his music.
Yeah, some song he did about is it Hitler? I think it's Hitler.
Yeah, nigga take your visa over a song.
I mean, I don't know what the song what it says, so but I think it was a song Hitler. Let me look.
Whatever it was enough for them to say you can't come back. They said we don't need that over here.
Quite sure you gonna find it, Harlem.
You know something.
Hurry up, we need the tea.
Mm, mm, mm.
They said, I just saw this. They said now Diddy might get a whole pardon tomorrow by 3:00 p.m. from Donald Trump on the rest of the charges.
That could happen.
He might. I mean, he could. I mean, at this point,
And
why not?
it's gonna be world breaking news.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they said that the song is promoting Nazism, so it's
Oh,
praising Adolf Hitler.
so did y'all see Darnell Thompson or Fit Flash on Armand Wiggins? Did you see that interview?
I don't know none of them people.
Okay, well, he's the
I
one.
I
He,
think I saw part of it.
yeah, he's the one that was with Cassie and Diddy a few times. And he said he wasn't going to come out and talk about it because he just wasn't. But because they kind of doxed him by calling, he said the ninth precinct or someone called him about it, but he never heard from them again. So he'll be visiting us tomorrow, and he's going to tell us his story about how he even connected with Diddy now and how it happened. So that's tomorrow. So you guys want to be here, tell your friends to come, and we'll hear what he has to say.
You know, I saw the thumb link that you had put up for that, and I thought it was tonight.
It's tomorrow.
Really, Harlem, really, really.
It's gonna be.
Montana, I'm gonna block you.
Put him in timeout, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, so he'll be here tomorrow. I talked to him a little bit today. And he'll be here. He agreed to come. We had tried to get him like a long time ago, and I was like, when I saw him Armand, I was like, oh, that's why he ain't coming to my channel. He on Big Armand's channel on that big platform over there. But he said yes, he would love to come and talk to us and answer any questions that we might have, about what's going on. So he'll be here. We're going on at 8.
What's his name?
It's on Instagram. It's fit_flash. And so it'll be tomorrow. We're going to be on 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, on time, not late. 6 p.m. Pacific time, because he is in California. So it'll be 6:00 his time. So y'all come with questions, but he's just going to kind of tell us a story of how, because just a little bit, he never even wanted to get in the game of being a escort or whatever he was for them. He met somebody, it just happened to happen. And so he's going to tell us his story, answer some questions, and tell us his experiences. He said nothing's off limit, so we can ask him whatever. And they did try to reach him one time. They never reached him again. So he never ended up having to do anything or be a witness or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So should I do that in members only, or should I just continue sticking them out here until we get a little bit bigger?
You want my opinion?
Yep.
I think you should open it to the public so you can have other people to be able to find you.
Okay. Works for me. Oh, Herbert said he's so handsome. Herbert.
You gave her the nickname Bert Bert. Now you don't know who Bert Bert is?
He said, who is it?
He said, who?
No, she just read the comment. I was like, who?
Oh, you was asking who?
About the guest tomorrow. He's a nice looking man. So anyway, that's that.
But yeah, so y'all know, glad it's over with.
Yeah.
You ain't got no more notepads left for your house. You know, wrote on all of them. You was all on live just the day earlier writing stuff.
Who?
You,
Harlem?
that's talking about you. You,
I do. I was on it. I was on it.
you down there got the whole transcript of
I
the
was
whole
on it.
trial.
I was on it. I was on it. And that's it. So this is over. And we're gonna go to the next one. And I'm gonna be writing my notes and we're gonna talk about it.
On like when we go live, like if you go live on Friday nights or Saturday nights, we should do a game night.
Yeah. Let's spice it up a little bit. Make it fun.
You
Make
down,
it
Harlem?
Yeah, I like playing games. It's fun.
You can
especially on
well what you could do is like how well you could pretend like you setting up a nursery on Amazon. You know what I'm talking about? Where we could order stuff and it just gets sent to you without giving your PO address and none of that up. It just whatever you order on with the link of your nursery, it automatically gets sent to you. So like where we could buy games where it gets sent to you.
What are you talking about?
yeah, help me understand.
Like when women are pregnant, right? And they set
Yeah.
up a nursery. They set up a nursery with Amazon or Walmart, and they give you the link of where they got set up. So when you order something using their link, and buy and order, automatically goes to their address without you knowing their address. It's called a nursery. They do it
Hmm.
for babies, and I guess you could do it for other things too, like for like donation or whatever. Like where we could order like games and stuff like that, and it gets sent to you.
We have to look into that
None of y'all in the chat ever heard of a nursery?
because I haven't. Anybody?
You saying a nursery, but it's a baby registry that they usually
That's
call
what
it.
I'm talking about. That's why I call it a registry.
Yeah,
That's why I meant yeah.
yeah, a registry.
Well, you know what I'm talking about.
I
You
did,
could
but
you could set up a registry where we could, and I guess you could do it open up where we could send games and stuff.
Had to come
Berber
out
came up at
from
the end of the
protector. I was in
That man need to
protected
block you off his
witness.
page.
What? You don't
That
know
man
who
need to
I
block you.
am. Now you don't know
Listen,
who I am and
no,
whatnot. And so no,
talking about he's eye candy for sure. Yeah, you need to get off that man page
oh yes, he is.
or he
Okay,
block you.
I seen that interview. Okay, I just know how to look. I got a man.
it's
Well, I know how to look, and I can always say, I can't. He might want Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry might want it for him to come on this show.
that's just Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
How you doing? How you doing, Berta?
I'm doing good tonight. How are you, Matana?
I'm doing all right.
Good. So I would like to talk about. So they talked about, because I kind of wrote it wrong in the chat phases, but they talked about how Diddy was in shock because he really thought he was going to be released. And the whole world actually thought he was going to be released. And still I watch half and half not, right? And still, even though with the powerful people, sometimes they could still be stunned. Like the judge was like, no, people sending in a lot of letters, for
mm-hmm.
Diddy and against Diddy about his victims because yeah, they started as willing participants, but they are victims now. That's the bottom line, what it is. So, um, I don't care how they try to argue the defense that they was lovers. They was once lovers. It's a song that's sung. We was lovers and now we friends. So that's just, or enemies. So, and Cassie sent the letter in with her lawyer that she's afraid for her life.
She sure did.
She sure did.
What's her name? Danity came. What was the Aubrey? She said if he got out, she was leaving the country.
Mm, mm, mm.
Hmm. I just think that when he gets out, maybe he's learned his lesson. Maybe he's not going to be jacking with people. Like he just won't. He's experienced sitting in jail where he don't want to be. And maybe we can give him the benefit of the doubt that he's going to somehow change. Maybe. I don't know. They know him better than we do.
So, we're gonna keep the positive note on there. I'm glad about he didn't get 50 years to life and all that craziness. So, that was insane. Like just changing the note around a little bit. Uh, did you see the interview with Omar Wiggins with Tisha Tells out there at the courthouse today?
No, what happened? Because I was going to talk about that. Well, something else different. But what happened?
I'm gonna let Harlem tell you about that. Go ahead, Harlem. Go ahead.
You put it out there. You go ahead.
Please tell me.
As Tisha Tells was up there being the prima donna that she is, a commentator came running over to her and another female and another male, and everybody was setting up, and they was like, Tisha Tells, so are you going to correct what you say or pay Diddy family for the lies you told on Diddy? Are you? What about what you said about, what's his name, Tanya? What's the
Jonathan
actor name?
Majors, right? Jonathan
Yeah.
Majors.
Jonathan Majors. What about the lies you told on Jonathan Majors? I'm just saying, she just sitting here with her two security guards on the side, and she started messing with her hair and everything. He said, with your dry wig on, oh Lord, oh my God, it was so funny. You have to see that. They came for her hard today. And Ahmad Wiggins was like, "Oh, I'm in for it. Oh no, you see, I'm in for it. I'm reporting. This is TV." He was laughing. He kept saying, "Oh my God, oh my God, they really getting on her. They broke her down today. Broke her down."
You forgot to mention all of the other cameras that were filming as well. So
A
everybody saw that.
lot. A lot. I'm going back to look for it myself because you know, I have to. I want to see more because it was really, really interesting that they coming against Tisha. Oh, they called her informant with the feds.
So there was I heard that today. I hate this for her because she was just giving her opinion. She just went hard on him. But I heard there was a reporter that the family was saying that was inside the courtroom, and every time they came out, they would tell it the wrong way, but they wouldn't tell who that reporter was. A YouTuber. So I wondered. But y'all think they should be going after Tisa because of her opinion?
But it's not per se her opinion.
Right, it's
Like I
not her
was telling you
opinion.
last night, it's
Uh-huh.
if you put something out that's wrong, like just go back and
And fix it.
do like a little short video. You don't have
Yeah.
to go live.
Right.
go do a short and just say, oh, I gave some wrong information or whatever, whatever. She doesn't do that. She just, everything she says is go.
But at the same time, right, you got to realize a lot of people don't like to be wrong. And just like they always say, the hardest words in a human vocabulary is "I'm sorry, I was wrong, I apologize."
Yep.
Those are
Some
the
people
hardest words
can't.
to say. Yeah,
Well, I don't know. She
like
lost
like
my
like
membership. I know
like with
that.
like with this case, like I was wrong on certain parts, and I admit it.
Yeah, I'll say, like, if I do say, I'm like, oh, y'all, I was so wrong. I said that all wrong, and I'm sorry. If I catch it, I mean, it's not. I mean, just say it's. I was wrong. And that way, I mean, so that you can remain credible to people. When you do that too many times,
Yeah.
people ain't gonna trust with nothing you say, right? So you gotta, protect yourself. I don't know. Like, here I go again. My heart. I feel sorry for her that everybody, like, I was watching her live and some people interrupted her live and was like, what you got to say now? And where you at? They was on her and she was like, what? I'm here right now. Like, she was like, what do you want to know? I said what I
That's
said.
it.
If you want the
That's
smoke, yeah.
it.
Well, that's all I saw. I didn't see nothing else.
She was live. She was live, and that's what I said. I wanted to go see her live because I wanted to see if I could hear more of what they were saying.
Yeah, they came at her while she was interrupted her live.
Yeah, she was live.
But I didn't see Armand Wiggins nowhere. I didn't see none of that. So I
You
don't know.
got to watch it. He kept
Okay.
saying, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God." Well, I
She
am
went,
a reporter,
hey,
so I'm reporting it.
she went hard. She went hard on him. But again, it's her opinion. But I hear what y'all are saying. If you wrong and you putting wrong information out there, go back and correct it. When you know that it's wrong, go back and correct it. But I was just wondering, they said that this person was in the courtroom every single day. I ain't gonna call no names, but this is what they said, was in the courtroom every single day. And every time they didn't say he or she stepped out of that courtroom, went in and was turning everything else around, like wasn't giving you the truth. So I was like, I don't know who that is, but he's saying people's favorite right now. A lot of people just like, I don't know about Tisa. So bless her heart. Mhm.
I don't know who Tisa is. Y'all got so many bloggers and all types of stuff y'all be watching, and I don't even know about.
Tanya sent it to him so he could see Tisha.
Okay.
Only person I know is Tasha K, because before Tasha K became who she was, see, when I came to YouTube, I was a part of the Mo3 sector, and we had a lot of people, famous people that was coming through that was a part of our sector, and uh, Tasha K was a part of the B sector, and the B sector and the Mo3 sector always got into it all the time. And the beef said that all they did was get into it with each other. And that's how
Oh,
Tasha K really got big, arguing with people.
mm.
Yeah. A lot of people don't like Tasha, and then not feeling Tisha right now either.
Like you see, after allegedly, since we on YouTube live, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly, after Tasha K got big who she was, she don't acknowledge the B sector no more. She neglected them.
But she wasn't at first. Hey, Jay, Lucas, welcome in. So like what do you mean she don't acknowledge me? I thought she argued with them before.
Yeah, yeah. Before that's how she became big and got her numbers up.
Oh,
And
okay.
then after when she got her numbers up, then she changed her whole content.
Oh, okay.
Like that's all they used to do is sit there, like how all of us on the panel. Only thing they
Yeah.
do is sit they cuss each other out. They dox each other. What do you know what dox means?
Yeah.
They dox each other, they expose each other
What
information and
do
all
what do docs mean? Because it seemed
that.
like you wanted to
Doc,
explain that.
docs mean where they pull up your whole record, your assets, they pull up your house, pull up your credit report, and expose you. Cause you got some people that come on here and claim like they this and that, and they this and that, and they get exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Pull up their court records, their charges, and all, and that's how she got big.
Oh,
Call
you are
CPS on
so
each other,
funny,
call
Montana.
CPS on each other kids and all that, and make content out of
Montana,
it.
you
They
are the man. When I tell you you
listen.
are the man, he said they got exposed. I
That's all they
can't.
do. That's all they do. Cause you got a lot of women that come on here. Oh, I don't talk to no man unless he got 6 figures in the bank. Oh, my house worth $800,000 and all this other stuff,
And
and they
so
get
when they
exposed.
said it, like they would go and find it, and it wouldn't be that or something.
Yeah, because you got some of them with they got YouTube channels. Most of they got the YouTube channels not in their real name. So they end up going through emails, going through all type of stuff to find your real name or wait for you to slip up for your real name, and that's all they need.
Oh.
I done seen it go as far as still today. I see it go as far as if me and you beefing, I'm going through your social media, getting pictures of your kids and putting them on milk cartons. Getting pictures of them and put them on milk cartons. They do all type of stuff, disrespectful stuff,
That's crazy.
and that's how they got big over there off of stuff like that.
So never mind. I ain't gonna ask that question. Did you see the video? Is that what we talking about right now? Oh no. Oh, you're asking Beauty is me. Okay. Anyway, poor Tisa. Like I know y'all like girl blah, but I don't want. I want people to go in on her because of her. You think they're going in on her because of her opinions or because she is lying about stuff?
I thought you was getting ready to say her dyslexia. Would she say she has Tanya? I mean Hollow?
Oh, with you. I can't with you. Dyslexia.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Um, how,
I've heard people say that she be snorting and all kind of stuff. I was like, no, y'all got to get off of Tisa. Like, leave her alone.
and then another thing is, you remember this was about a year. Y'all been following Tasha K over
I
a
have,
year. All
yeah.
right. You remember that girl Queen 88 that got on her panel that did an interview that she interviewed that had 8 kids and she was sleeping and she slept with like 30 different men off YouTube. This was a
Mm-mm.
couple of minutes ago. She was from the Mo3 sector. Me and her used to she tried to set me up and she tried to set me up and she did an interview with Tasha K because she tried to get up there like Tasha K. She beat for everybody on the internet.
Mm-mm.
Montana, you see that Beauty say they really don't need your real name. All they need is your IP ID.
Yeah, because you got some people that smart like that can find you through that.
Hmm. They got too much time on their hands for all of
They
that.
they they even could pull up. I didn't see them go as far as pulling up your YouTube channel to see what kind of revenue you make from YouTube.
How?
Because I guess it's public. I guess it's somehow it's kind of like public information.
That you could just pull up people's stuff like that?
Yeah, they tell what they make monthly off of YouTube because YouTube they cut them checks. So what, the 20 or the 21st of every month? Like
Something like that.
you got some people claim, oh, I made 9, 10, $15,000 a month. You two girls, shut up. You only make goddamn $200 a month.
Well, Alberta Daniels is not my government name. My real name is Agatha.
Okay. Okay. Agatha.
Yes, ma'am.
But yeah, that's why you stay away from them sectors.
Wow. It's crazy. It's crazy everywhere. You take a chance when you come out here.
If you a man, if with a man, right? This, I'm gonna tell you the man, women, the men version and the women version. You all right? Say for instance, you got the on with the women, right? You could go in there and send a $5 super chat. Every woman in the comments and everybody gonna be in your DMs trying to holler at you. Same thing with the men. You do anything if you come in there, oh they on you. All thing it is a what you call it?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, beauty.
Everybody
My
flirt for
phone was hacked.
everybody flirt their running game for a come up.
What?
Yeah.
Did you see what she wrote in there?
Mm-hmm.
My phone was hacked by someone on YouTube. Lord have mercy. You know I was joking with you. My name is not Agatha.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I
But
figured.
Okay.
I'm just reason why I'm saying this is because I'm putting y'all on point with the channels y'all go to. Just be mindful of y'all names and stuff like that.
I just go to channels to be nosy to get gossip.
But I'm talking
Mhm.
about like if you in the chat in the chat and you type a comment, be mindful of your name.
That's me. I just kind of be in the bushes a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's the
me.
best way. That's the best way to be, though.
Just kind
Yeah.
of check it out and move on.
I know it was one content creator. You send her a cash app, one a donation to her cash app, she hack your whole cash app. You got to be mindful. That's why I'm letting y'all know because I care for y'all. I like y'all. I care for y'all. So I just want y'all to be on point of what's going on with these things.
Crazy, but it happens. It happens. The worst I think I got is I had my Instagram page. It was popping, and it got hacked. And so we tried to retrieve it and get it back. Lost and all of my followers were genuine followers. Like, of course, I didn't
Yeah.
buy nothing. Genuine. Lost all of that, and it was big.
And then the
And
thing about it is the stuff that goes on. It makes it worse for the honest content creators. They're really honest and genuine.
mm-hmm,
That
yeah,
was somebody hating, though. You got your haters out here.
true.
Yeah, yeah.
People don't want to see you succeed, and so you just got to stay in your lane and just keep pushing.
Like
Keep.
like like say for instance, right? Say for instance, if you had hundreds of people in your chat right now, right? And say for instance, I like how I'm new, right? You might have an old guy that's in here that been a moderator, and he probably had got a crush on you, right? And you probably he'll probably flirt with you, and you would never give him a chance. But if I came in and start conversating or sending super chats or whatever to support you, he'll knock me out the box by blocking me because he feel like I'm a threat to him. You got that goes on.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. I just want to keep it cute.
Montana, I don't know if you per se can say that you actually care about me because you hurt my feelings talking about my picture. Talking about I was a cat.
Ah.
You know my feelings was really hurt behind that.
I'm sorry.
Mute me.
I just saw a puppy toe on your nose.
You know something,
Like,
and you still going.
I'm
Yeah,
just
he
saying
didn't
that.
even say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I won't do that no more." Right? He kept going.
I just saw the thing on your nose, and I knew it wasn't no bump.
Who? Oh Lord, who do I know? Beauty is me. Lordy be, y'all got see. I be wanting to know. I'm just nosy. That's all. All right, y'all. So listen, don't forget tomorrow. We're gonna come back tomorrow with our guests. Be on time, please, moderators and everybody. Be on time. Let's have a lot of questions. Listen to his story. I know a lot of people saw him on Armand. Armand's a big platform, but you know it doesn't hurt for us, for the people that don't know him and want to hear the story. I just got bits and pieces of the interview, so I want to know and talk to him. So I'm glad that he accepted and he is coming over here tomorrow. So y'all be here with us tomorrow, and we're gonna do that to go into the 4th of July weekend. I'm off my day job, so that's gonna be good too. But we'll start at 8 o'clock tomorrow for sure. And we'll continue. You know, we're gonna keep checking in on Diddy, but we got to move on to other stories and continue to keep building over here. So we appreciate everybody that came here. Again, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, also become a member, because eventually we're gonna get there to where we're just gonna have members only rooms that are gonna be lit. Because I'm not gonna stop until that happens. Yes, message me, please message me. Other than that, you guys, anything else before we go? Montana, Harlem, Bird, anybody? Y'all good?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay, so we're getting ready to start digging into new stuff. Diddy, it was fun. This was good, but there's other things going on too that we need to be talking about and sharing. So, and giving our opinions, because that's what we do respectfully over here. So, if nothing else, we're gonna go for the night. I hope y'all have a good night, and I shall talk to y'all tomorrow. Now, if we wake up and Diddy got a pardon from Trump, this live is gonna be hot. Okay.
Yeah. And I want to apologize to everybody. I apologize to you too, Harlem.
Why are you apologizing to me?
Apologizing for what, Montana?
For calling you a cat. At least I apologize.
I can't. I don't believe he fell for that.
And I apologize to you, Alberta.
Made it worse.
Why you apologize to me? What would you apologize for? Why? What happened?
Just clear my guilty conscience. That's all.
Oh Lord, ain't no telling what he be seeing under his breath. Lordy. Well,
we can't help it, so
we accept your apology, okay?
And we care about you too, Montana.
Absolutely,
so.
We do.
Appreciate it.
We'll see you tomorrow.
I ain't never did nothing to you phases, so I don't think, you know what I'm saying?
You just apologize to me in advance?
Yeah, just apologize in advance. Oh, yeah, for talking about your glasses.
You do talk about my glasses.
Oh, yeah, Harlem. I had typed something in real lowercase letters yesterday, right, on purpose so she could struggle to read it. She almost had to pull over.
See how wrong that is? He know I can't see. He know I can't.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I was trying to drive and see. I was like, wait a minute, I gotta pull over for this one. Because he know what he did. You know what you did.
He can't help himself.
He can't help himself. We accept that. We love it. We love that about you, Montana. You keep us laughing over here.
Don't stop being you, Montana. Don't stop being
Please
you.
don't. We love it. All right, y'all. Well, I appreciate y'all again. We'll be back right here tomorrow, 8 p.m. Don't forget to be here on time, Montana. Like, be here on time, Montana. Don't have us come and looking for you.
I'm always the first. I'm the first person in every chat. Every time you go live, I'm the first person there.
You have been late. Alberta beat you tonight.
Eastern
Alberta
time
beat me tonight.
for us is 9. No, I thought I did. I thought I did, but he was on top of the page first.
Oh,
he was on top of the page first.
Okay, so 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central Standard, 6 p.m. Pacific. Okay.
9 p.m. Eastern, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay. No, not 9 p.m. Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern. Yeah.
9
You got
p.m.
me
Eastern.
getting confused.
Montana, aren't you on the East Coast? Aren't you
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
on.
East?
Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern. It's 6 o'clock
You're at 9 p.m.
California.
You know what? We can't. He
Look,
needs
just sit
help.
there and
He
line
can't
up what
help
I'm doing
himself.
for you.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all have a good night. Bye.
Good night.
All right. Good
Bye.
night.
All right, good night.
Good night.